Picture this. A recording studio somewhere far, far away.
Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready.
Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion, and it's the 10th of April 2020. And I'm looking at a game on the Amiga, and this one was released in March this year. So another 2020 release, and it's called Trap Runner. Oh my god, this character looks so cute. So, essentially it's a platformer. So let's get stuck straight in. So, presentation-wise, just look at this. Absolutely beautiful. So there we are. Very Mario-esque, developed by Retro Guru. Now basically the idea is to get to the end portal on each stage, and I guess each level will get progressively harder. So we'll play through and see how we get on. Hope everybody is staying safe and sensible during this horrible situation going on in the world right now. And I'm hoping that some of these retro shows that I'm putting out are helping you get through your isolation. I do apologise for not actually doing anything for the last sort of few days. There's quite a lot on my plate, which I'll go into on another show or an update or something like that. But yeah, don't worry about anything for now. Anyway, let's have a look at the presentation. So it's a lovely, lovely presented game. I mean, it's just really, really nice. Nice colours. Not washed out, no darkness or anything like that, which is really quite nice. I'd say probably Mario inspired due to the headbutting of blocks there. Now, there's not many power-ups or stuff at the moment. I'm guessing you can later on, I don't know. It's sort of easing you in at this point. So you can see there's a potion bottle in the top right-hand corner, and there is your lives in the bottom left, and how many stars and score, I think, is in the bottom right-hand corner. So you can kill enemies by jumping on them. Now, I do believe that this is utilising two buttons on the joystick as well. Now, you've got two choices to jump. You can either push up or you can push a button on your controller. I would recommend the controller button rather than up, as you know my thoughts on up for jump. But if it works for you, you've got that option, I suppose, which is always nice. Animations on the main character are really, really cutesy and really nice as well. That's really cool. This is just so cool. If you had this back on the Amiga back in the day, you'd have been chuffed to bits. Just as chuffed as I was to actually put this in and have a go at it today. So I thoroughly recommend you have a go. I'm really enjoying this game. Okay, so yeah, look, there's a block there with eyes. There's a lot going on. I tell you what, it's like Mario and Super Frog had a child, and this was the outcome. So it's very, very cool. So you've got a lot of enemies to deal with. Each one has amusing scream. Okay, so you can't touch anything like that. So you're going to have to find a way around that. I suppose would be to let the graphic completely disappear. There we go, and then we can walk through safely. There you go. Controls are very, very simple. You've got left, right, up, which is jump. You can duck as well, and I believe you've got fire button 1 and fire button 2, and it works really well. Oops, works really well. Controls are nice and tight and very responsive, so that's always a good thing. Lovely, lovely scrolling as well, nice and smooth, which is always a nice thing to have on these sort of games. It doesn't get in the way at all. No juddering, so it makes the gameplay really quite pleasant. I just love all the different sort of things in the background going on as well, which is really nice. And the learning curve is nice as well. They haven't bunged it full of too tricky at the start, if that makes sense. And those treasure chests, by the way, are restart points. So you do have checkpoints. Oh, dear me. Okay, I'm going to have another go at this because I actually really like this game. So we'll give it another shot. And hopefully get a bit closer to showing you a bit more of the game as well. There we go. Lovely high score screen there. So let's pop in our name here, Retro Revival. show. There we go. And we are where on the table? Oh, look at that. Top of the score. Right, I think there's an introduction scene, but I'm not going to do that. I might do that at a different time. In fact, I might do an intros show, which will be based on all of the different intros throughout the games that we've got that had intros. So, and maybe some demos as well. That might be an idea. Anyway, so let's kick off again. Let's have a look at the sound as well. Very, very nice sound. And you've got a lovely little bouncy tune in the background. I'm just going to be quiet for a sec so you can just listen to that. So that's really nice, isn't it? You've got a nice music soundtrack that's not too intrusive, doesn't get on your nerves, and really cool sound effects to boot as well. So the little boinging as you jump on there, the collection of your diamonds there as well. I think that's what they are. So yeah, it's just an all-round, very, very good platformer with a cute main character. Can't really go wrong, can you? Now, you'll notice the blocks dissolve there, which enables me to go down and pick up those red stars, which I'm not sure what they do at this point, but I'm sure we will find out later on. So yeah, you just got to essentially get to the end of the level, and there should be a doorway that you can go through. Now this works on, I believe this works on a 1 megabyte Amiga, so there you go. If you've got a A500, it will work if you've got a 1 meg upgrade on that. A 512 K upgrade. As long as you've got a megabyte, it'll work. So feel free to check it out. I'll put the developer's website in the links in below, so you can have a look and download it for yourself. Put it on a disc, stick it in your Amiga, and have a play, because that's what we do. So support the developers. You know, have a go at the game and leave them some feedback. Always a good thing. So there we go. First level finished. Playability is amazing. So that's going to get a good score through. The replayability as well. You're just going to come back to this again and again. I know I would. It's just fantastic. And I'm wondering if you can actually replay levels, because there seems to be stuff that you can't reach at this point. So it'd be interesting to see if you can sort of replay and go back and get stuff that you've missed the first time round. Age range, I would say, well, I don't know. I wouldn't say too, you know. Probably most age groups from about 5 upwards, I would have thought. Maybe younger. Some of these jumps might be a bit tricky for the younger players, but you know what? We managed when we were kids. So give them a go. Give them a real good play. Let them have a good playthrough. It's a fantastic game. So yeah, it's obviously side-scrolling. Oh, side-scroll's doing so well as well. Side-scrolling platformer. And that's basically the game. It's one player, so you have to do turn-based if you want to make it a multiplayer game. There are ways, as you know, to do this. You can have a score run. You could do a pass over the controller when you lose a life. There are so many different ways you could do this. So it's always good to have a few mates around. I mean, you've got 3 lives, so 3 mates. There you go. You, 2 friends, then you've got a life each. See if you can beat each other's scores, that sort of thing. So, or you can always make a 1-player game into a 2-player game. No problem whatsoever. So, yes, absolutely fantastic game. Very well presented. Oh yes, and if you don't press the fire button, they can't kill you. So that's quite nice as well. So you need to press fire to start. So that's very nice. But look, we've got some new enemy groups now. We've got bees. Yes, indeed. We have bees. You can jump on the bees, I do believe. I don't think it's a case of having to avoid them, but I'm going to, because I don't like killing bees. There you go. Now, if you look in the top left, we've got 30 of those gems to collect, the red gems to collect. So I think that's, yeah, so it's eased you in for the first bit, and now it's giving you mission objectives. So you can't actually leave now. It's kind of more like Wiz and Liz now, if you remember that one on the Amiga, where you had to collect a certain amount of things for the door to unlock. So that's kind of where that is now. I don't know how to get those stars, you see. Must be something we can do later on, I guess. But I'm running out of time. I might do a playthrough of this at some point if you'd like to see that. I'm not guaranteeing I'll get very far, but I might try and do it on a live or something like that, perhaps, where you guys can communicate and get involved in the show. So there we are. Anyway, I'll leave that for a future project. And yeah, I'm just so grateful for you guys tuning in every week and making it worthwhile to do this show. I love bringing it to you guys, and I love your feedback. So thank you ever so much, and that's it from me. I'll catch you next time. Stay safe, and bye for now.
Incoming transmission.